Hi everyone, welcome to Grey Horse Yoga. So today I wanted to give you a short video to help with hip mobility. Very important in the saddle for us to have mobility in our hips to be able to follow the motion of the horse. So we're going to do a little standing sequence today. So let's start with the legs wide to the side. So as you bring the legs wide to the side, come to a position that's comfortable for you. If you bring the arms out to the side, you don't want to have your ankles any further out than your wrists. So not too far, but enough that you feel a little bit of stretch in the inner thigh and some engagement in the outer hips. So just think of that kind of baseline position for you. And then turn the toes, just pivoting on the heels, turn the toes towards the front corners. If you're standing on a mat, fine. This is not necessarily one that you have to do on a mat, but we're gonna bend the knees as if we're sending them towards the end of the mat, coming into what we call a horse stance appropriately. So bring the hands to the inner thighs and just think of drawing the inner thighs back. We don't want the knees to collapse forward. We want to keep the knees over top of the heels. And we're just going to do a little movement side to side, get a little warm up through the inner thighs and the hips. So as you're here, make sure you're not hunched up around your ears, shoulders not hunching up, lengthen up out of the crown of the head. And then coming back to center, take a nice deep inhale, send the right shoulder forward and the left shoulder back as you turn and look around to your left. Keep those inner thighs pressing back. And then inhale, come back up to center. And then exhale, send the right shoulder forward and the left shoulder back as you turn and look to the right. One more time each side. Inhale, back to center. Inhale as you release out of the twist. And then exhale as you go back and twist to the left. And then inhale again, back to center. And then exhale and twist to the right. And then coming back to center, press into the feet, straighten the legs, bring the arms out to a T position, extending out through the fingertips, and then turn the palms up and bring the arms up into a nice wide V shape. If you'd like, you can look up a little if that feels okay for your neck. Think of the sternum lifting. You can always keep the chin level with the sternum lifting if that bothers your neck. And then gently release the hands down. So turn the toes again so they face forward. And then we're going to take the right toes and turn them towards the end of, if you're standing on a mat, end of the mat. Otherwise, just turning them to the right and begin to bend the right knee. As you bend your right knee, make sure it doesn't shoot past your ankle. If it does, walk the foot out a little further. Keep the hips aligned right and the shoulders right over top of the hips so we keep a nice vertical alignment for the spine, and make sure that your knee isn't again dropping to the inside. We want to feel that little stretch in the inner thigh. Bring the arms out into a T position, again shoulder height, warrior two pose here, and then turn and look out over that right middle finger. So we find a focal point, what we call a drishti. Take a few breaths here, really press into the feet. That's our foundation. So as you press down into the feet, feel the action of the muscles in the legs. Inhale and exhale, and then a little peaceful or reverse warrior here. Bring your back hand, left hand to the thigh, turn the front palm up, float that arm up and overhead, reaching as far over to the side as is comfortable for you. Make sure your front knee, that right knee, stays bent. Inhale and exhale. And then come back again with the arms out to the side, turning again back to the right middle finger. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. And then very gently straighten that right leg. Bring the hands back down. Again, hands to the hips. Turn the right toes back forward. And now turn the left toes out. Same thing. As you bend this knee, make sure your spine stays vertical. So think of same alignment in the spine for when we're riding. We don't want to tip over unless we're, doing a jumping position. So we want to, again, bend the knee, walking that foot out a little further. Again, if the knee shoots past the ankle, always thinking of alignment of the bones, aligning the spine, bring the arms out to the side, look out over the left middle finger. Press into the feet. Energy in the legs, make sure you're breathing. Inhale and exhale. And then once again, peaceful warrior. Let the right hand release down to the thigh. Turn the left palm up. As you sweep that arm up, still think of that energy, that bend in that front knee, that left knee. Nice stretch. You can look up if you'd like. You can keep your gaze forward. You can look down towards the right foot. Again, make sure you're breathing.
Inhale and exhale. And then come back again to your warrior two. Arms extend out to the side again. Press into the feet, especially those heels. And then straighten that front leg. Release the hands down. Turn the left toes back in. And then let's again turn the toes a little to the outside. We'll do that front extension once again. Lift the heart and the sternum. Bring the gaze up if it feels good for you. Take a breath. And then gently bring the palms together, bring the hands to the heart, turn the toes again back forward, and then just heel toe the feet back in. Let the hands come to the hips, and then let the arms release down by your side. Take a breath, inhale. And exhale, once again, bring the hands to the heart. So I hope you enjoyed this little sequence. And again, it's something that you can do anytime. You can do that right before you ride if you do have some problems with hip tightness and hip mobility. So I hope to see you again soon in the saddle or on the mat. Have a great day. Bye-bye.